Hi everyone, Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria. If this is your first time here, welcome. I've decided for this month to set a broad sort of theme for all of the practices on my channel, and that theme is sustainable strength. I think that a lot of the time in the new year, we set some resolutions or goals that maybe are way beyond what we can actually achieve. And so I've added that modifier, sustainable, in front of strength to encourage us to kind of avoid diving right into the deep end, but rather take steps in a positive direction to help move us forward and help us keep going on that path toward sustainable strength. So today's practice is designed to be quick yet challenging. It is a 20-minute Vinyasa flow. By challenging, I mean your version of challenging. So I will be doing my best to offer options and modifications as we flow today, but I also want to encourage you to find your own version of challenging. What I am offering may not necessarily be the best version of the posture for you or your body today, so take what you need, as usual. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We'll get started today in tabletop. So climb your way up to your hands and your knees, finding alignment with the shoulders stacked over the wrists and the hips over the knees. You can leave the toes untucked and spread all your fingers super wide. And then try to anchor down into all four corners of your palms. Keep a micro bend in your elbows. Take a big inhale here through your nose, lift your tailbone toward the sky, and then contract your back body to stretch your heart to the top of the mat, cow pose. As you exhale, press the earth away from you, hollow your front body, lift up your spine toward the sky, and drop your head, chin toward chest, cat. Inhale for cow, pull your hands back toward your thighs as you arc your heart forward, and then exhale, press the earth away, round and curl. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Start to connect to the rhythm of your own breath and move in harmony with the breath. Synchronize breath and movement. Inhale and exhale. Good. Pause here, neutralize your spine, tuck your toes behind you, and then try to make sure all 10 of your toes are tucked. So if you need to kind of settle back and forward a few times to get the pinky toes involved, go ahead and do so. Then we'll press and drive down into the palms to hover the knees like a millimeter away from the mat. Just skimming the mat with the knees. Steady your breath, steady your gaze. And draw your core in and up. Keep your tailbone lengthening toward the back of your mat and keep the crown of your head stretching forward so that the cervical spine stays aligned. Good. Take an inhale here and stay for your exhale. Okay, we'll stay with the toes tucked. And now we'll begin to find cat-cows in this shape. So with the knees hovering, inhale, tailbone lifts high, heart reaches forward, gaze lifts. Exhale, press down into your palms and your toes. Keep the knees lifting as you contract through your core. Get really hollow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good, just two more here. Inhale. Exhale. Press down into your palms, into the earth. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Find neutral. Keep your knees hovering. We have just one more movement here. Press into your left toes and see if you can pick up your right toes. So we're balancing on the two hands on the left foot. Inhale here. As you exhale, curl your right knee to your chest, or maybe you can bring your nose to touch it. Good, then step back, right toes down. Now, lift your left toes, pressing right toes down. Inhale here. Exhale, curl left knee to chest, chin, nose, or forehead connect. And then step back to your hovering tabletop. Just one more time each side, you can do it. Inhale, lift your right toes. Exhale, curl inward, press into your palms, dome between your shoulders. Step back, floating tabletop. Inhale, left toes lift. Exhale, curl in, knee to chest, chin, nose, or forehead. And then step back and we'll find downward facing dog. So you can press your way all the way up and back. Take a moment here to feel the heat that has begun to build in your arms, your shoulders. Maybe the core is feeling a bit fiery. So take a moment here to reconnect with your breath. Find steadiness, stillness, calmness, and connect to an intention, a clear reason why. Having a clear reason why can help us to stay motivated and stay strong even when we face challenging postures. And now remember, even when these shapes become challenging and they start to feel perhaps impossible, there's always something else. We're always moving through, so the sensation will change. Take a big inhale here. Lift your heels. We'll round forward to high plank. Press into your palms. Create a really rounded back so the back of your heart puffs toward the sky. And then exhale, micro bend knees and elbows. Lift your tailbone and glide back, downward facing dog. Draw your ribs together and down. Inhale, lift your heels. Wave forward, high plank. Exhale, glide back, downward facing dog. Just one more time, ripple through your spine. Inhale, articulate through your feet and then through the back body as you round forward. Exhale, ride your breath back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, gaze to the top of your mat, and then on your exhale, travel there, drawing your feet together to touch and fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift, elongate your spine, reach forward through the crown of your head, shoulders draw down your back, and the inner thighs go toward the back wall. Then exhale and fold back into yourself. Inhale, rise to stand, circle your arms out and then up overhead. Palms draw together to touch. Press your pelvis a little forward as you lift your gaze. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, iron it out. Exhale, plant your palms and step or float back to high plank. And we lower chaturanga. Untuck your toes. Inhale, press to upward facing dog. Lift up through the crown of your head. Press the tops of your feet down. And exhale, glide back, downward facing dog. Feel the action of your low belly pulling in and up to glide you back. Take 2 steady and smooth breaths here. Strong Ujjayi pranayama, in and out through your nose, building heat and circulation through the body. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat and fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Weight shifts into your toes. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach fingertips wide, toes dig down, then stretch up toward the sky with fingertips and gaze. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Plant your palms, step or float back. Lower down halfway, untuck the toes. Inhale, press to upward facing dog. Imagine that your heart is rising up and forward. And then exhale, glide back, downward facing dog. Roll over your toes and draw your ribs together. 2 breaths here. And 1 more round through this Sun A. Inhale and gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Fold. Inhale, washes you up into a halfway lift. And exhale, fold back into yourself. Inhale, rise to stand. All 4 corners of the feet anchor. Fingertips float up, gaze lifts. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga, your version. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, we meet back in downward facing dog. Steady, strong, home base, this foundational posture. Reach more deeply into the earth by anchoring your finger pads. Drive into the space between your thumb and your index finger. Pull up the fronts of your thighs and then lift the tip of your tailbone higher toward the sky. Good. Anchor your left toes, and as you inhale, sweep the right leg high for 3-legged down dog. Keep a solid press into left hand and right hand, evenly rooting down. As you exhale, lift your left heel, hollow your core, draw your right knee to your right tricep, hold and squeeze here. Then we'll create a box shape with the right knee. So inhale, exhale, lower right knee to right wrist, then cross the midline of your body, right knee, left wrist, and then lift the right knee up to left tricep. 2 more times. Right knee, right tricep, right knee, right wrist, right knee, left wrist, right knee, left tricep. Last time here. Right knee, right tricep, right knee, right wrist, right knee, left wrist, right knee, left tricep. Good. Now squeeze knee to chest. How much can you press down through your palms, hollow your core, and step the right foot all the way through between your thumbs. Rise to fingertips to align your feet. Feet are like train tracks. As you inhale, we'll rise to high crescent lunge. And feel all four corners of the right foot anchoring down. Imagine that there's like diagonal lines, so you're pressing into the big toe mound as much as you're pressing into the outer edge of right heel. And then same thing goes with outer edge, the pinky toe side, pinky toe mound, and inner heel edge, if that makes sense. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, we'll take a lunge. Palms meet in front of your heart. Left knee lowers until it hovers right above the mat. Inhale, draw the left leg closer towards straight, sweep your fingertips high. Exhale, lunge, sink down. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, rise, high crescent lunge, float your fingertips up. As you exhale, draw your palms back down to the mat, but bring both of them to the inside of your right foot. You can crawl the right foot out just slightly wider. Stamp your left palm down to the wide edge of your mat. Reach forward into the right fingertips. Take an inhale here to magnetize your feet toward each other. Now, as you exhale, lift your left foot. We're gonna shift forward all the way to like a pistol squat. So the left leg shoots through and reaches to the top of your mat. Take an inhale and then shoot it back. Engage your core and step the left foot back to a low lunge. If this is a lot, you can use both of your hands to the mat, or you can bring the left hand onto a block. We'll go 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, kick your left foot forward and sit low. And then engage your core to step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Right arm reaches forward. Inhale, exhale, kick through. Inhale, exhale, step it back. One more time. Inhale, press into the left palm, kick all the way through, sink low. This time we'll stay and pause. Reach with the right hand to grab for outer edge of left foot. Try to find your balance so that you can have most of your weight onto the right foot. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drive energetically down into the right foot. We'll rise all the way up to stand. If this transition gets tricky, that's okay. You can step the left foot down and then pick it back up as you're ready. Reach for the knife edge of left foot, or if that's unavailable, you can bend the knee and hook outside of right thigh. From here, we'll create a twist. So either left hand to the hip as you peel your heart to the left side of the mat, or you can reach left fingertips all the way back behind you. Take an inhale to grow your spine, and then an exhale to twist a bit deeper, revolve. Inhale, release your grip. Keep the left leg floating. Hover here as the fingertips reach up toward the sky for 3, for 2, for 1. Good, and then step your left foot all the way down, hips distance away from the right, and we'll fold. Take an inhale for a halfway lift here. And a big exhale to release. Let all of that wash out of your body. Now root your fingertips, widen your feet, turn your toes out, and sink all the way down to Malasana. The butt comes between the heels. Reach forward through your fingertips, and then sink to sit down on your butt. The feet go to the top of the mat. Take an inhale to reach your fingertips forward, palms face skyward. We'll exhale and slowly round down. So hollow your core, and we'll lower for 5. For 4, try to keep your feet anchored. For 3. For 2, the chest stays open and proud. For 1, inhale at the bottom. Exhale, rise up. For 5. For 4, super slow. For 3. For 2. For 1. Just one more time through that. So exhale and lower down for 5. For 4. For 3, try to dig into the sensations, especially the ones you want to avoid. For 2. For 1, shoulder blades stay floating as you inhale. And on the exhale, we'll rise all the way back up. Use your core. Dig deeper. For 3. For 2. For 1, good. Cross at your ankles. Plant your palms to the top of your mat. We can step back to high plank, right to down dog if you like, or clear the slate with a vinyasa. And if you do clear the slate, maybe pause in upward facing dog to stretch through your core. And we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. And once you arrive in downward facing dog, take a big inhale through your nose. And let's sigh out through the mouth to clear all of that. Let it rinse through. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh, and release. Good. Second side. As you inhale, sweep your left leg high, three-legged down dog. As you exhale, lift your right heel, curl your left knee to your left tricep. Stay and pause here. Then lower left knee to left wrist. Cross left knee to right wrist. Then lift left knee up to right tricep. 2 more times this box. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep pressing your palms down. Stay really high onto the ball of right foot. Keep your right thigh charged. 1 more time. And then hug your knee close to your chest, and as softly, deliberately as possible, land your left foot to the top of your mat. Rise to fingertips as you align your feet. Dig down into both of your big toe mounds. And then as you inhale, we'll rise up to high crescent lunge. Take a moment here to find the anchor points down into your feet, and then get really light through your torso. Fingertips pulling toward the sky, shoulder blades drawing down your back away from your ears. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, sink your right knee down. Lower it to hover just above the mat, palms to prayer. Inhale, rise, high crescent lunge. Exhale, lunge it down, palms to prayer, right knee hovers. 1 more time. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower down. If your legs are shaking, awesome, me too. Inhale, the fingertips rise, high crescent lunge. As you exhale, bring both of your palms down to the inside of left foot. You can crawl the foot out a bit wider. Now press into your right hand, or bring a block under the hand if you found that on the other side, or maybe you can stay with both hands anchoring. Reach the left arm forward if you did so on the other side. Take a breath in to magnetize your feet. On your breath out, press into your left hand, stay deeply bent, press into your right hand. Stay deeply bent into the left foot and drive your right foot through to the top of the mat. Take an inhale. On the exhale, press down, hollow your core, and step the right foot to the back of the mat. We'll go 3 more times here. You can do it. Inhale. Exhale, right foot pulls through. Inhale here. Exhale, step it back. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Let your breath match the intensity of what you're feeling. Inhale. Exhale, step back. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, glide the right foot through, and this time we pause. Hook your left hand to the knife edge of your right foot, and then adjust. Shift so you can really feel the left foot digging down. You can come onto right fingertips. Now press hand to foot and foot to hand. Drive into your left foot and maybe rise all the way up to stand. You can use the fingertips to assist if need be. Take right hand to right hip. Feel an action of the right hip pulling slightly back as you lift up through your spine, and then take a big exhale to twist. Again, an option to bend the knee and reach for the outer edge of right thigh. Maybe stretch the right fingertips all the way back behind you and challenge your balance by letting the gaze follow the right fingertips. 1 more breath here. Okay, now draw your belly button to your spine, ribs knit together, and then reach your fingertips all the way up toward the sky. Stay here with the right leg floating for 3, for 2, for 1, and then step the right foot down, hips distance away from the left, and we'll fold forward. Take a few moments here to rest in ragdoll. You can do whatever you want with your arms. Maybe if you're feeling like you have a lot of space, feeling really open in your hamstrings today, you can interlace and reach for opposite elbows behind the backs of your knees. Wherever you are, drop your head and drop everything down. Soften your face, your jaw, the back of your neck. Soften even the quality of your breath. And if you took any kind of grip, go ahead and release it. Fingertips to the mat. Widen your feet, sink down to Malasana. And we'll lower all the way down to a seat. This time finding Navasana, boat pose. So the knees can come in. Maybe the knees are bent, or maybe stretch your legs all the way towards straight. Arms can float up beside your ears if you'd like a little more. Take a breath here, elongate your spine. Exhale, Ardha Navasana, half boat. Lower down to a hollow shape. Belly is driving towards your spine. The low back is pressing into the mat as the toes and fingers reach forward. Inhale here. Exhale, rise to Navasana. Toes and arms lift. The legs can stay bent. You can also bring your hands behind your thighs for a little extra support. We'll just go one more time. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, halfway, Ardha Navasana. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, rise up to boat. And we'll hold for 5, for 4. Inner ankle bones hug together for 3, for 2. You got it. Last one. Cross at your ankles. Plant your palms to the top of your mat. We'll step back to high plank and take a chaturanga if you like, or go right back to downward facing dog, whatever you need. Once you arrive in down dog, breathe in through your nose. Wash it out. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale, big sigh. Sink to your knees and then shift your hips back to your heels. Bring your palms face up on your thighs. Take a moment here to drop everything. You can close your eyes if that feels comfortable. And observe the quality of your breath. Observe any new sensations moving through your body. Notice how your mental space, your physical space, and maybe even your emotional space have been impacted by just this little bit of effort, even if it didn't feel like a little bit, just these few minutes really in the larger scheme of your day have created a shift. Blink your eyes open, and we'll come to a seat. Sweep your feet to the top of the mat, and then come all the way down to lie on your back, however you'd like to get there. And we'll take supine figure 4. So hook your left ankle outside of your right thigh, widen your knee, and then pick up your right leg and reach for what's accessible to gently draw your legs in closer towards your chest. So you might grab for behind the right hamstring, or maybe thread all the way through to the front of your shin. Keep an active flex in both of your feet. And breathe deeply into the outer left hip. The eyes can soften if that feels good. Feel your sacrum press down into the earth beneath you. Feel the back of your heart spread wide into the earth. And let the back of your head land as well. Take a big breath in through your nose. One more breath out here to maybe hug your legs in just a bit closer, softening more. And then switch. So the right ankle threads outside of the left thigh. And then grab for what's accessible, create the binding of your hands, interlace your fingers into each other. And then soften. If it's available, you can gently press your right elbow into your right inner thigh or inner knee to encourage the opening and the widening action. Notice if you're holding any tension in your face, jaw, mouth, maybe the scalp or the ears even. Try to let all of that go. Breathe in sweetly through your nose. As you breathe out, send breath to the sensation to comb away the tension, clearing more space. Undo the cross of your legs. Draw your knees into your chest. Curl yourself into a really tight ball. Take a big inhale here. One more time. Contract through your core so you can draw your knees even a bit closer. One more breath in. And on your exhale, let everything go. Savasana. The arms go wide, the legs go wide. Everything falls open. Everything softens down. Send all your awareness to the feeling of gravity doing its work on your body so that you don't have to do anything to hold yourself up here. You're fully supported, fully anchored. And allow your body this resting time, this time to absorb all of the benefits of the practice you just cultivated. I'll wake you up in just a little bit. You can stay and rest as long as you have time for. If you're ready to move into the rest of your day, start to breathe more deeply. Notice what you're feeling in your body. Maybe there's like a buzz, like a natural high as the after effect of this energetic, powerful, challenging movement. If so, breathe into that buzz and start to bring movement back to your fingers and your toes, sweetly waking yourself back up. On an inhale, get really long, stretch your arms behind you, point your toes forward. And on an exhale, roll into fetal pose, resting your head to your bicep and taking just a last moment here to transition out of your practice and back into your day. Press down, rise up, and let's find a seat to close the practice. The knees are wide, the pelvis is heavy, and then the spine is growing up through the crown of your head, sitting nice and tall. Draw your palms to meet in front of your heart. Take a moment here to recognize yourself for showing up, to recognize your efforts, and remember always, both on and off your mat, to check in with what your version of challenging is, letting it be influenced only by how you're feeling rather than any external cues. Take one more inhale here. Last exhale, sigh out of your mouth and let something go. And lift thumbs up to third eye and bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today and for starting your 2022 strong here on my channel. I hope that felt good and I hope you're doing great. If you have any resolutions or thoughts or goals for the new year that you'd like to share down below, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you're up to. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can do that down below as well because that really supports me. But I will see you very soon in another class. Have a great day. Bye.